This is section 48H340, the control site here on State Highway 105. Looking back to the east, you can see the chip seal section we were just on. On the other side of the hill there, the GPS site 481050 and the other associated SPS3 sites here on State Highway 105. To the west, the last remaining section 48H330, the crack seal site, and further to the west to the city of Navasota, where we'll be headed soon. You can see there is some longitudinal cracking in this section, as we've noted for both the GPS site and several of the SPS3 sites, for which it's starting to reflect through the associated treatments. The only site not showing any of this longitudinal cracking now is the chip seal and the supplemental section, which is also a seal coat. I believe it's an asphalt rubber seal. All of the sites are now showing some signs of some of this longitudinal cracking, either in the outside wheel path or in the inside wheel path, comparable to what you're seeing there, Station 1. They're not showing the same quantities, but the cracking is beginning to reflect through nonetheless, and I anticipate ultimately they'll have roughly the same quantities. As when we started, I should say, there was none. So it came through first here in the control and crack seal on the GPS site. It's now becoming more prominent in those sites and beginning to be more apparent in the thin overlay and slurry as well. As noted previously, the condition in the opposing lane, the eastbound lanes, is considerably worse than that in our sharp test lane. I'm not even going to begin to try and figure out why, but you can see that the condition's really bad. I'm a little bit concerned about my backside. We've already had a couple cars that have come in through the cones and come up to visit with me, so if I seem overly cautious, that's probably why. Again, you can see some of the cracking in the inside, or excuse me, this outside wheel path here. Station 4. Still not extremely high quantities of longitudinal cracking, but it does exist nonetheless. There's at least, 150, just off the top of my head, lineal meters. So if you were to put them end to end, there's one crack that runs all the way through the test section. Station 5. Interestingly enough, the rut depth measurements in this lane appear to be closer to the 10 millimeter range, whereas in the opposing, the eastbound lanes, they're closer to about 25. And like I mentioned, I'm not sure why that difference exists, but it does. Looking to the east over the control section here, back up the hill towards the chip seal section. And on the other side of the hill, the GPS site 481050 and the other associated SPS3 sites here on State Highway 105 in Grimes County. Looking to the east, back towards Navasota, and the final SPS3 site here on State Highway 105. That is section 48H330, where we will be headed next. And with that, I'll conclude the video here for section 48H340, the control section here on State Highway 105 in Grimes County.